Hello. It's Christmas, apparently, because it's past midnight. What time is it, Alana?
12:41.
Okay, it's 12:41 after Christmas Eve, now that it's actually Christmas. And what I've been doing is making all these Christmas ornaments. Look at this one. It's crazy.
I decided to buy a bottle of gin because
and
gin
this video is brought
like
to you.
Christmas.
Gin tastes like pine sol, so, that smells like a Christmas tree to me. Yeah, gin, we got this bottle. This episode is brought to you by this bottle of New Amsterdam gin. And notice how we've drank all of it. Some of it we put in a flask, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so today, oh no, we need to turn on this monitor. Can you reach with your long arms? It's like lighting behind us.
What do you want me to do?
Just hit that monitor. Can you do that? No. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry, this is the Christmas episode.
I can reach it, but I can't touch it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, today I'm going to talk about color terms, which is a super important subject. Okay, so get this. Different cultures organize colors differently. So, some cultures, for instance, the ancient Egyptians did not have a distinction between green and blue. They used one word for the entire spectrum of green to blue. And people have supposed that this is possibly because they had access to turquoise or something where it was in the middle. You know, turquoise is between green and blue. So nobody really knows.
Yeah.
But apparently in the 60s there was these anthropologists who were named Berlin and Kay who said something like, it's a little hard to explain. Most cultures start out with a binary color system. And so, they do dark and light, or cool and warm, or something like that. And then slowly over time, because of, increasing sophistication, they need more color terms. Well, I don't know if that's a correct characterization of these theorists, but that was my impression. So, anyway, it doesn't matter whether or not they were, how right they were, because there does seem to be, some kind of progression where a lot of Paleolithic cultures will have two color terms, and then it'll slowly build up. So, it's not like they're wrong. It's just that there are some cultures that don't follow those rules. Some cultures are just we know all about color. And some cultures are we have three colors. Black, white, and red is the ones that everybody has. Yeah. Because we're all humans. This is a theorist whose name is, just a second, I took notes on this. Victor Turner. Found it. That was my notes. So, Victor Turner said that, the universal human experience was going to be, blood, which is red, semen and milk, which is white, and what was the other one? Black, I think.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. The point is, there's these different theorists arguing. It doesn't matter. There's different theorists arguing about that. But, some things are historically documented so we can actually talk about them in a sensible way, unlike ancient Paleolithic history, which people can argue about whether it's, some kind of evolutionary advantage that people sexually breed for, or if it's just culturally contingent. People can argue about that all they want.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, for a minute, cultures that wrote things down.
The amazing
our culture,
but
for
the amazing
instance,
to
wrote
me
things down.
It's predictable. Supposedly, if you have this many color terms, you have this and this many.
Oh, this is ginger ale and that New Amsterdam gin.
If you have this many color terms, you have these and these and these colors.
Yeah, well,
it's actually really predictable, and that's amazing.
But there's idiosyncratic examples that aren't like that. So it's not a human universal, because there's some cultures that are well, we organize colors a different way. Fuck you.
We're gonna
to the Europeans
and concrete examples.
Well,
right now,
the Mayans. Here, wait, I wrote this down.
Being drunk and be I disagree.
Here's an interesting example. So the Mayans had extra words for blue because they had a natural, unusual blue pigment. So it had specific sorts of meanings, and they had a wider range of blue colors.
Yeah.
So that's not normal, because normally it would be red, black, and white. Because those are the.
But depending on how many color terms you have, you'll have so many colors.
Okay, fine. But, I mean, that's fine. But I'm just saying it's arbitrary to some extent.
Yeah.
What color terms you define as what. Because you could have it, like, for instance, the Europeans didn't have orange or indigo until Isaac Newton made them up because he was into alchemy. Look at this black paint on my hands. I was painting something black. Anyway.
What are you painting?
I was, oh no, I got it on my, I knew that was going to happen. I got paint on my pants. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, Isaac Newton invented orange and indigo because he thought since there were 7 planets and 7 musical notes that there should be 7 colors. So he was like, at the time there was no orange. So now we have 6 colors generally, like people organize them into 6 colors, you know, the rainbow. And he invented indigo, which is between blue and purple, which is weird because it's not the same relationship with wavelengths.
Indigo. I was like, indigo's bullshit.
Indigo is bullshit. No, I totally agree because it's not like a difference in wavelengths that in that extreme of a way as like the difference between blue and purple or red and purple. So like it's like halfway between. It's a tertiary color. But Isaac Newton made that up because he was like, there's 7 planets. There's 7 musical notes. So there should be 7 colors.
Orange and pink are...
Do you know where the lighter is? My cigarette went out.
Are English Romanized words.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting.
Orangey.
Orangey. That's interesting. I did not know that.
Pinku.
Pinku. See, that's interesting. Orange and pink were not colors in Japan before that, I guess. Or the words just took over. And there were words for it, and those replaced it. I don't know.
I wish I could explain the blue-green distinction. But the blue-green distinction in Japanese is...
Alana's too drunk to explain it. We'll explain it in a later video.
Also, I just... Even sober, I don't know what's going on there yet.
Okay, so...
Look it up.
No, red generally means war and blood and things like that. White is like milk, sky, you know, like... People have, like, dichotomies, and then they're like, well, there's also black. And then slowly, and, like, for instance, in medieval France, they just came up with, like, a bunch of new color terms because they were doing horse breeding. So that's where all the terms like ecru, off-white, eggshell, like, all of those, like, very beige. Beige is another one. Like, all those off-whites, like, those come from French horse breeding terms. That's why they're all French words.
I've heard the argument that actually English has, like, a billion fucking color terms.
We do.
Because of commercialism, so you have, like...
Oh, well, that's capitalism, which is worldwide.
You have cosmetic colors, you have paint colors.
Yeah, no, but that's worldwide now. That's not just the United States. Like, that's, like, every European culture and Australia and also probably Japan and China. Like, and India, probably. And probably the Middle East. For parts of the Middle East, there you don't have to wear a burqa.
I can't comment on
Uzbekistan,
those.
you don't have to wear a burqa. I heard that. And that's pretty awesome. You know, I always talk about Tamerlane. Do we have anything else to say about this subject? Color terms? Isaac Newton invented indigo and orange because he's a freak. He also invented calculus. And then some guy was like, here's calculus. And then Isaac Newton is like, that's not right. Now I'm publishing my calculus.
Orange, I understand the distinction. Indigo is
a tertiary color.
I'm like,
orange is a secondary color.
Indigo is basically like...
That's how scientifically it should be. Because of the wavelengths of the different colors. Like, that should be the distinction. Is orange and yellow should be different. And then indigo should be...
I always wish I had more cones so I could see all the colors.
Oh, the mantis shrimp. We should talk about the mantis shrimp.
Like... And if you've seen a mantis shrimp, how colorful they are, imagine what a mantis shrimp looks like to another mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimps can see infrared light and ultraviolet light. Did I just get Ashen?
They have the most cones ever.
They have the most cones of any animal. It's discovered in the animal kingdom. That doesn't mean there's not one with more.
But even if you look at a picture of a mantis shrimp,
it's crazy.
The most colorful thing ever. So what does a mantis shrimp look like to another mantis shrimp?
We'll never know. We will never know the answer to that question. Alana, think of a more interesting question.
No,
that's the most interesting question.
Those are my thoughts. So I was like, what is that?
Merry Christmas! Anything else you want to say about color terms? Happy New Year! I don't know if we'll do another one before New Year. Anything?
It's the Christmas season, bitches.
Oh yeah, we heard
It's
this
the
song.
holiday season,
Should I tell the story of
bitches.
the song? Okay, so I was just walking in the neighborhood, exercising, and this guy drove by with a rap song that I swear to God said, "It's the holiday season, bitches.
It's the holiday season, bitches.
Jesus saves, Jesus saves. You gotta be brave." And then he drove too far away, and I couldn't hear any more of the lyrics. But I was like, ah, that's a great rap song. Like it's like a holiday rap song.
It's the holiday season, bitches.
So we've been saying that all the time. Okay, end of transmission. Where's the mouse?